Bro, I was taught to read the King James version.
Yeah, you were taught.
Um,
Exactly. You were taught
yeah,
by slaves how to be a slave, because that's all a slave can teach you is how to be a slave. They can't teach you anything else. That's why today you're a slave. And the problem is that you have a blindness as to what you are. And I cannot force open your eyes. I cannot.
so can
You
you please
hate
tell me
that
what
which
we
you
are?
are.
So can you please tell me what am I? What am I? Can you please
You're a slave.
elaborate?
I just told you. You are a slave.
So,
You're a slave. What do you mean? What are you? I just told you, you are a slave of your own making. You're a proud slave of your own making.
mm,
Just imagine how sad it is to read something that you believe is so important. You don't even know who King James is, do you?
no, I don't.
Exactly.
I heard it's a devil version. You know, I hear things. I never really
Yeah.
looked into it myself.
So I tell you what I could really respect. I could really respect if you loved yourself enough to say, because I find it weird that you don't trust
Do you believe
yourself
in
enough.
death?
You don't trust another
What do you
black
think you do?
person enough.
What you think you what you think happens to you after you die?
Don't try to fight what I'm saying. Just let me complete my sentence. You don't trust yourself or another black person enough to say, damn, I don't know King James. I don't even know anything about King James. I can only imagine that he created a version because maybe he had some specific things he wanted in his version. I'd be better off believing in this nigga right here or believing in myself. It'd be better off. I don't understand how some white man you've never met, you take his word as gospel when he comes from a European empire that has done very
I think
little
I
more
really feel
than
like we didn't. The
mass
white man didn't
bloodshed.
give us the word. The white man didn't give us the Bible. I mean, if you really look
You're
at the
literally
Bible from the
holding the
beginning,
word that was created by a white
I get
man,
what you no, I
and
get
it's
what
in a
you're
white
saying, but
person's
it didn't
language.
start. But it started. It started. It started. If people, Bible started in Africa, right? So that's black people.
No, you're making up things. You're making up things
So
because
Genesis, so
you're
Egypt is
holding
not.
a
Egypt is
Bible.
not. No, no. I'm just
You're
saying.
holding a
It
Bible,
started off. It started off as Aramaic and Hebrew language, and then they
Aramaic,
translated Aramaic. Okay, thank you. And then they
Aramaic and Hebrew. Okay, are those
yes, and then
African
they
languages? Are those African languages?
no, no, no.
No, they're not. More importantly, you're not reading Aramaic and Hebrew. You're reading the King James Version. So you
Right.
should ask yourself, why do you strain so hard to make excuses and lies to justify your fantasies instead of doing the manly, intelligent thing of facing reality? And that's why at the beginning I stated that there are three things that are always true of religious people. Number one, you're a liar. Number two, you don't have emotional intelligence or development. You're mentally weak. And then number three, you're mentally ill. What do I mean? It's like you're hearing voices like schizophrenic people. You say, Jesus told me this or God led me to that. But really, that's you doing that. You're lying. And
So you
it's a
don't have a spirit.
sickness.
You don't have a spirit that talks to you to lead you
No,
to do
sir.
this.
No,
So
sir, I do not have a spirit that talks to me, sir.
well, not a spirit,
No,
but
sir, I do not.
so you just got up and did it. Nothing. No vision came to you. You never gave yourself a vision.
Yes, I've given myself a vision. Yes.
So you
I'm
don't. So you don't
guided
believe.
by inner goodness, yes, but do I hear a spirit? Do I hear Jesus or God or anything fictional? Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, Barney, a Power Ranger, anyone telling me what to do? No, sir,
So how
because
do
I
you
would
feel
be
like? So
mentally
if you don't
ill.
believe in God, that's why I want to know who do you. So do you believe in a God? That's what I
You
want to know.
seem you seem to have more questions than answers.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I have questions. Yeah, I just want to get to know where,
And
like,
I
why do
think
you
that
think the
if
way
you
you think?
actually had a book of unadulterated truth in your hand, and I'd actually put this book up against yours because I know mine is the truth. I know for sure every word in here is actually the truth, and it's verifiable. I'd put my
I'm gonna
book
check
up
it out
against
too.
yours. Oh,
I'll check
it's
it
a
out too.
masterwork, and it's actually true, which is nice.
This
So,
is true. This is true. This is the truth.
is
This
it?
is the
Is it
truth.
though?
Yeah, it's the truth.
Okay, let me ask you about your book.
Like Solomon has 700 wives. That's true, but that's
If you
not the
don't,
truth.
yes, it also said that human beings are supposed to die around what age? 120? Is it?
No, it says 70.
Nah, nah.
It definitely
Sure.
went down about 70. It definitely went down to
Interesting.
70.
Well, then why is my grandmother alive if she's older than 70?
That's good. Hey, God, hey, that is wonderful. I want to make it past 70.
But I thought
You
you
know
said people are supposed to die at 70 according to the book.
that long. Yes, it got cut down to 70. It got cut
Then
down.
how's my
I ain't
grandmother
saying
still
supposed to live
alive?
longer, huh?
How's my grandmother still alive if your book says that people are supposed
I
to only
mean,
live
hey,
to
by the grace
70?
of God, by the grace of God.
But you said in God's book people are not supposed to live
No,
past
I didn't
70.
say by. I said that you said that they're supposed to live to 120. And I said it got cut down to
No, I
70.
asked you. I asked you. I didn't state. I mean, this is your book. I'm just making inquiries.
And I love that you know this book, because God gonna grab a hold of you. Be a good soldier for God.
No,
You'll be a
sir.
great
No,
soldier. Yes,
sir.
you will. You'll be a
No, sir.
great
I'm a
soldier.
soldier of the truth. That's why I'm here
What's your truth? And
to
what's your truth?
dispel. I'm here to
What's your
dispel
truth?
the falsehood that you're
There's
putting
not no
forward.
falsehood in this book, man.
No, the book is very twisted. In fact, there's a story in that book. Let me know if you know this one, wherein a man who I believe is favored by God has two daughters. Rough.
Lots.
Yes. And then what happens?
He gave him. Then he tried to give them to the men, like take them, because they didn't want to. Because the men was trying to fuck the other men. Was it something like that?
That did occur, but there was a situation wherein a man's daughter got him drunk
Yeah,
and
they
then
fucked.
slept with him.
I mean, but you know,
Do you know that story?
but that's that. But that's the
I'm
beauty of
asking
the
you.
Bible.
You know,
I
you do
the
know that
story.
story, right?
And that's the beauty of the Bible, bro. We're all corrupt people. Like we have a flesh that we feed.
Do
We
you
feed this flesh.
recall in that story God condemning the act of those girls getting their father drunk and then having intercourse with him? Do you recall God condemning that?
No, I don't.
You
Because
don't.
I
Is your father in your life?
No, not anymore. He passed a couple years ago.
He passed. Okay. Let's say he was alive. Your 19-year-old sister, she sleeps with your father.
That's wicked.
Is it?
That's wicked as hell.
No, because I read the Bible and there is no condemnation of that act. What was the punishment that God put upon those women for that act? What was the punishment?
I don't know.
But you said you know that book. You told me that you know that book. That's your book. You're the Christian.
Right.
So what was the punishment?
I don't know. You said it wasn't no punishment.
Well, you're the Christian. I'm just some nigga, right?
Right. I mean, yeah, you are.
You're the Christian, so teach me. What was the punishment?
Let's see. I don't know. I never even thought about that. Looking into that story that deep. I never thought about that. That's really.
But it's the word of God. I would think that you try to look into all of it very deep.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, I just came back to it, so I'm still, still like getting fed to it.
Interesting.
Like a
Let
lot.
me ask you a question.
A lot recently.
Would you ever marry a woman who's a working girl, like she sells her body to make her money?
No.
You wouldn't do that. Huh, interesting. You ever heard of Hosea? Hosea, yeah. Chapter 1, verse 2 and 3.
Hosea.
Hosea. Does it? Is it Hosea? Is it Hosea? I don't know.
It's Hosea.
Hosea.
Yeah.
Interesting. Hosea.
You said Hosea.
English is a language of deep orthography.
Hey, I never heard of that one. Never heard of that one.
Remember, you're the Christian. But are you sure it's Hosea instead of Hosea?
Hosea. I never heard of that. I never heard.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. H-O, how do you pronounce that?
Ho.
Okay. S-E-A, how do you pronounce that?
S-E. Say.
S-E-A.
Saya.
No, that word is sea. Like the water, sea.
C.
S-E-A, is that not sea?
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
C.
Is it?
Hosea. Yeah. You're right.
Okay.
Right.
So Hosea, I don't know.
Hosea.
But maybe God would make the word more clear so we know. But I guess it's because it's maybe not an English word, right? Maybe that's why we have confusion. Now think about it. What if I just set you up for that, right? What if I did that just to demonstrate the fact that on a mere word, we pronounce it differently, and as a result, we don't even know we're talking about the same thing. That's not interesting to you? What if I
Yeah.
thought of that in advance and then like backward planned it just to show you how easy it is for us to be off on different pages while talking about the same thing? You don't think that's interesting? I think that's really interesting. But anyways, you said it's pronounced Hosea.
Yeah, Hosea.
Let's go with that one. Hosea. Hosea is ordered to marry Gomer, a wife of whoredom, to symbolize Israel's unfaithfulness. Why would God ask someone to marry a woman who sells her body?
Mm.
Do you believe in talking animals like Dr. Doolittle?
Fuck you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Numbers 22, verse 21 through 35. A
You know
donkey
this
sees
book, man.
a donkey sees an angel before Balaam does and verbally rebukes him. The donkey is talking.
You can't believe that, but God is so wonderful. He do
Interesting.
wonders. He do wonders.
Huh. Okay.
So there was a punishment for it was Lot's wife, not his daughters. And it was turned into a pillar of salt because she
Yeah.
disobeyed God.
And
Right.
that's one of the few stories that made sense, right?
Right. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stories that make sense.
No. There's a lot that don't make sense, unfortunately. There's
Like,
a lot
give me
where
another.
there's. I got a ton of them. What about Alicia,
I don't
which
know
would
about
be
these. Well, I don't know.
Second Kings chapter 2, verse 23 through 25.
Mhm.
Two bears maul 42 youth after Alicia curses them for mocking his baldness. Elisha, maybe? Is it Alicia or Elijah?
It's Elijah.
It's
Or is it
Elisha?
Elijah's? Is it Elijah's? Because it's how you spell it.
Elisha's?
It's how you spell it.
SHA.
ELIEEL. Yeah. But then it's
E-
another one in the Bible.
I don't know.
Elijah's.
So two bears eat 42 children? I don't know. Does that sound right to you?
No, it don't.
Like kids having their lives taken?
I mean,
Kinda
it's a lot
weird.
of in there. I mean, like I said, you go back to Pharaoh. He dumped all them children and he killed all the Hebrew children. I mean, it's a lot, you know. But like we can't, you know, God has His own design and purpose, you know.
Was Jesus the only person who was resurrected in the Bible?
No, Lazarus was, but he resurrected him.
Were no saints resurrected?
Mm, only one I know of for a fact that I read is Lazarus.
Matthew chapter 27, verse
Mm.
52 through 53.
Mhm.
Dead saints walk through Jerusalem and appear to many.
My man just talked about that today,
Yeah.
but I never read that. So
Well, you know, the crazy thing is you have one book that you say is written by God. I've read hundreds of books. That means you could have read your one book hundreds of times. Why
Gotcha.
didn't you? My books weren't written by God, though. They were just written by mere human beings. And I still try to remember what's in them.
that's good, man. Why have not?
Yeah. But you believe so strongly, though, while
Yeah, I
not
do.
knowing the book. You don't find that weird?
I mean, that don't mean that I don't. I mean, I do. I know the scripture. I know a couple scriptures. Like I know the scriptures. Boy, you good. But that's why I
Of
got
course
on
you
here
do.
though. No, I mean that's why I got on here. Like I said, got my comfort zone. I've been in media before. Just trying to step back out. But yeah, you good. You good.
But all I'm saying is, like, why not believe in yourself?
I
Like,
do believe in myself.
why do you have to look outside of yourself for God?
I'm not looking outside for myself for God. I'm looking in the scriptures. Looking, and God is within us. He tells us that He's within.
Then do you need the book?
Yes, you do need the book to
You do
guide you.
need the book.
Yeah.
If God is God, why didn't he just like put the Bible in everyone's minds?
I believe he did, but it's also Satan. You know, that's rebellion against God. That don't want everybody to have God's word.
Hmm.
That's a good question, though. I mean, I feel like you can go a lot of ways with that question as well.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm.
Uh, what's a foreskin?
Damn, boy, a foreskin. What is
Yeah,
a
foreskin.
foreskin? Don't ring. I never even heard of that. That's crazy.
I thought the foreskin was like the part of skin that you cut off of the penis. Is it not?
Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of that. Okay, yeah. They did that in the Bible, back in the old
Okay.
time.
Do you remember a story about foreskins?
In the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
that they used to do. No, I don't really. I'm not too very well on it, but I know that's something that they used to do.
Well, what they used to do,
Well, they used to circumcise the penis, right?
right? I mean, they still do
Um,
it. I'm circumcised. Maybe you are too. I definitely am. Um,
that's fucking crazy. I wouldn't even. But I don't know why they did it. I think it was just a ritual, probably some type of tradition that they did to show that you're an Israelite or whatever they
yeah.
were back in the Old Testament.
Would it be
But you,
weird? Like, let me ask you a question. Would it be weird if somebody asked you to go bring them like a bunch of foreskins, like the skin off of another dude's penis? Would that be
yeah,
weird?
that will be weird.
That'd be hella weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Check out 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 25 through 27.
Hmm.
King Saul, uh, could be Saul, Spanish Saul, King Saul, sets a bride price for his daughter, requiring 100 foreskins of the Philistines. How do you get 100 foreskins? I guess do you have to go kill these dudes and then cut the skin off of their penis?
I would think so. You have to kill them.
That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and the really deranged part about it is that King Saul's intent was for David to be killed while trying to do that. So he was really trying to set this man up to die. Then David ends up killing 200 Philistines, even though 100 was the request. So it just seems as though like he just goes off on the murdering. Huh. And you would have to ask yourself, like, what kind of book is this? We're talking about stripping men naked and cutting off their private parts and then doubling up on the murder. And this is supposed to be like a good thing and accomplishment. Like, how could we think that this makes sense?
I mean, I have to go back to us. Like, to me, it's probably right back to the flesh. I mean, humans, we do all type of wicked stuff. We're
But
humans.
that's
We're
the
not
Bible,
God.
though. That's the
I
Bible. I'm
mean,
saying,
yeah,
like,
and
how
it's
are
a
we?
mirror. It's a
Aren't we
mirror
supposed?
of us, like what the flesh can do to you. If you led by the flesh, you do wild things. But if you led by the spirit, you stay in place. You won't
Do
drift
you feel
off.
like maybe you have to make a lot of excuses for this book?
I'm not making excuses. God is a reason why God put these stories in the book, and it's a reason why God
Okay, so
revealed
what
those
is the
things.
lesson? What is the lesson? You want to marry a woman, right? Which seems like, and I teach this. I teach like let's build relationships, let's procreate. The good peoples of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
earth
I'm,
in
yeah,
great
I'm, I'm
numbers.
married now. I got a son on the way.
Okay, so what if before you got married, you went to the father of your now wife, and he says, "Hey, go cut the skin off of 100 niggas' dicks, and then I'll let you marry my daughter."
That's crazy. I
But
mean,
that's
that's
in your
crazy.
Bible, so like probably it
Yeah,
would be
but that
biblical,
was
right?
that time though. Like you gotta understand
But
that
I
was
thought the
that
Bible
time.
was a guide for all time.
It is. But that
So
time,
what's your
these
point?
stories, the stories of time of King Saul, like that has
So
nothing to do with the
wouldn't it
gospel.
be best to apply the gospel directly, as in terms of interpreting it? We could all be confused or misinterpret. Why don't we just apply it directly? Go cut the skins off of 100 niggas'
That's not part of
cocks.
the gospel though. That's not part of
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
what is the gospel?
That's just the gospel is that Jesus Christ is Lord, that He rose again from the
Who
dead.
told you
On
that
the
that's
third
the
day.
gospel
It's,
though?
it's in the book.
But what I just told you is chapter First Samuel. That's in the book. Like for sure. First Samuel chapter
But
18,
that's not part of the gospel.
verse 25 to 27.
That's just things that men were doing. That's things
Jesus
that
was a
men were
man.
doing.
You know, Jesus was
Okay.
also a man. You realize that,
Yeah, he
right?
did. He came in
Okay.
the flesh. Yes, he
So
came in the flesh.
what Jesus did was also just things that men were doing.
Like what?
Like being a man. He died.
Yeah,
Like
he
that's what
was.
men
He
do.
died. Yeah,
Gods
yeah, he
don't
died.
die, right?
Yeah, but he
So
rose. But he actually beat death because he rose again. But what
yeah,
I'm
so did
saying is,
Tupac. But I'm
man,
asking
Tupac
why,
rose again.
dude. I'm telling you, my
You a
mother
big
saw
Tupac
Tupac.
fan?
Yeah, you don't like Pac?
Yeah, I fuck with Pac. I mess with
There
Pac.
you go. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
introduce you one day. But
You kind of look like him. They should have picked you as the movie character.
what
Would
if
have
I am
killed you,
Pac? What if I am Pac?
man. Reincarnated. Hey, I see you be rapping too.
So right.
Let's spit a couple bars for us, man. Come on, man.
So my point is, if Jesus is the only important thing in the Bible, why do you even have the other parts? You don't need them. Just throw them away. Create the Dwayne version of the Bible, King Dwayne version of the Bible.
No, man. I
Why
ain't
not?
doing
You
that.
said the gospel is the only important part. So just King Dwayne version of the Bible with just Jesus.
No, man. God been too good in my life. He been too good in my life. No, man.
Yes, with the gospel. So why not just create your version?
My own gospel. No, I get what you're saying. I mean, I definitely want to help people. Um, definitely trying. I'm working on a nonprofit right now, here in Detroit.
Okay.
But like I said, create my own religion. Tell people follow my way, the right way. It ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
think every time someone picks up the Bible, it's their own religion because they're interpreting it because it's not clear. So you have to interpret it. So everyone is creating their own religion unless they go to some mega church and then they follow their cult leader who claims to be a messenger of God, but really they're just some narcissistic person who wants you to be dependent on them.
yeah, bro. That's what's wrong with it. And that's really what I was wanting to get with. How black people do that to our community. How black pastors do that to our
Is
community.
that a black thing?
Yeah, it kind of is.
There's white
Most
mega
black,
church pastors
it
as
is. It
well.
is white. You right.
You
It
know,
is white.
Joel
But
Osteen, he's a pretty
Joel
grimy
Osteen is
guy.
one of
He
them.
wouldn't let
Yep, he's one
anybody
of
in
them.
his church during the Houston, was that a
Uh,
hurricane or
Kane, yep,
flooding?
something like that. But
Yes.
it's more seen. I'm always in the black community. Yeah, I see it more in the black community than and I know it happens in
I
all
think you
communities.
do because I told you earlier it's the hatred for the self. So you
No, it's not
see
the
all the
hatred for myself, but
negativity in the
it's not
black
the hatred for
community.
myself. It's not
Yes.
hatred for myself. I mean, I live in Detroit. I live in Detroit. It's
Yes.
not. I live in one of the blackest cities in America.
I
So
hear
no,
you.
I mean,
I hear
I'm
you.
just saying, it's
But
something
you
that
don't
we
have a
do
black
here.
religion though. Why not have a black
I mean,
religion?
it is a black religion. Like I said,
What
man.
is? What's a
So you
black
think
religion?
King Saul was a black man? You think King Saul was a black man?
I
David
think
was a
that
black man?
I think that everything in that book is false, and so it doesn't matter. They're good stories. Some of them are good stories, inspirational
I hope
stories,
you do
but
believe,
the book
Mark,
is
is it,
false.
how you pronounce it? It's Marquett?
Marquette.
Okay, I'll make sure I'm saying it right. Because I appreciate you saying my name as well. I'm taking a lot of mental notes. Um, I love how you do know this book. You can tell me, hey, go to Ephesians, go to Numbers. Man, I just hope God reveals to you one day, man. I really do. That this is real. No, seriously, man. I really do. Like I said, man, you'll be a great soldier, man. You'll be a great soldier for Christ. You know what I'm
It would be
saying?
for
I
evil.
see, I
That
see,
wouldn't be for
I see
Christ. That
people
would be for
following you.
evil.
No, man, it'd be for good because you will see. I mean, Paul did a lot of wicked stuff, but once he found God, once he found Christ, man, his heart changed. It's all about that heart.
The
It's all about that
enslavers
heart.
will tell you that they are Christians. Do you know that the Ku Klux Klan is a Christian organization? Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, they
Mm-hmm.
found Christ that you're talking about, and look at
Yeah,
how
yeah,
they
and they used it
behave.
wrong. And they
Oh,
used it
they
wrong.
used it wrong. They
And
used
they're
it
gonna
wrong.
and
I
listen,
see.
man,
I see.
they're going to get punished for that. We all gonna have we
How do
all
you
gonna
know that?
man,
Have
cause
you
we all
died
gotta die.
before? Have you
I haven't
died
died,
before?
but I
You
know at
never
the day
died
of
before?
judgment.
I have died
I did.
before.
I never knew that. What happened after you died?
I came back. That's how I got
Okay.
here. So,
So you died. When did you die? How did you die?
well, I died in Las Vegas in a drive-by shooting. Suge Knight was next to me. I didn't make it. So,
Hey, all eyes on me.
right. So I have died before and you haven't died before. So I don't think it makes very much sense for you to tell me what happens when you die.
So what's What's your mission? What's your mission, man? Why do you do this? What is your mission? What is your gospel you spread?
I appreciate that question. My mission is to help people enjoy more happiness and prosperity. That's the outcome. And the process to that may look different ways, but generally it involves health, wealth, and relationships.
Mm.
And we have a 3-sentence Bible: be yourself, be good to yourself, be good to good people. Number one, be yourself. Like, that's why I drill down on you and say, hey, that's not you. That's the white man's religion. You're not the white man. It'd be no issue if you were the white man. I say, hey, carry on. That's probably good for you. It'll reinforce you. But for you, it won't reinforce you. It will eat you and destroy you because it's not meant for you. Just like a cow can eat grass, but perhaps if a lion eats grass, that might not be so good for him. So you have to realize what you are and who you are. It's critical. You are not a Christian. You were not meant to be a Christian. You were not made to be a Christian. You were enslaved to be a Christian. And you can now throw off the mental chains. The worst thing is that you try to enslave other people and bring them into something that is not meant for them.
Mm.
But anyways,